Jesus freak here. Just picked up a few things. I was originally just gonna hit the cash machine and go straight home, but my preferred cash machine, well, it worked well enough to tell me how much was in the bank, but it didn't work enough to actually give me any money. No matter what I'd type in the thing, it'd say withdrawal would exceed daily limit. So I'm like, well, that's weird, but I'll try another machine, and if it doesn't work, then I'll call the bank. So, on the way home is the grocery store. I can only draw 400 at their machines, and they charge me 50 cents more. Where I can draw 500 at the usual cash machine I use. So, okay, I just have to account for that, because I had a piece of paper I was using to track how much I planned to spend, how much I plan to withdraw, just so I don't overshoot on anything. So here I am. I figure, it's worth a shot. It's the worst that can happen. So I go up to the cash machine in Tops. Put my card in, punch in the numbers, and this time it says, I'm dispensing your money. And it did. So no problems here. It just worked. So I'm guessing, whatever was the problem, it was a problem with the machine. Maybe there wasn't enough cash in there and it said the wrong message. Or maybe, that there was something wrong with this firmware, or something was messed up. Whatever, I went to Tops, worked just fine. Just have to draw $100 tomorrow that I would have originally withdrawn today. I always make one withdrawal on the first, one withdrawal on the second. Now, the obvious question is going to be, what's stopping you from going to the bank itself and taking it all out? You see, the closest branch they got is about a mile or two outside the city, and it's not quite on the bus line. So it's possible, but it's not exactly convenient. I have done it. I can walk from my place to the bus station, which is right next door to the Tops. Take the North End Circulator to Route 31, and then walk 31 till I get to the bank. Credit. So yes, it's possible. One might say, well, why are you still with him if it's never really been convenient to use one of the branches directly? First of all, because they're a credit union. Credit unions have historically been a bit hard to get into. Especially, when I got into this one, it wasn't as easy to get in as it is now. You had to be related to someone who was already in. And now you just have to live in my county or the next county over. But anyway, I've been with them since I was 16. I opened my account back in 1986. That's the same exact account I've got now. You know, took off any irrelevant names, but you know, it's just a normal bank account as far as I'm concerned, as far as, you know, anyone else is concerned. There's some minor inconveniences because, well, credit unions aren't technically banks, which is probably why, you know, it takes longer for money to come out of limbo when I send it to PayPal. Which, you know, PayPal, it's got its advantages, got its disadvantages. I probably don't even need PayPal anymore, but, you know, having a layer of abstraction means that if something happens, you know, a bit harder to gain access to my bank account. So that's, you know, I've got my reasons why I still do that. Even though, you know, in the past, you know, I had an ATM card that was just an ATM card. And I think my ATM card now is also a Visa debit. But I just, you know, I stick with what I've known always works in the past. You know, I have no problem with it. I've been pushing money over into PayPal and using it like a MasterCard for 15 years, so why am I going to change now, right? So, just some minor adjustments and things will just be normal. Anyway, Jesus freak out.